This is my daily affirmation for Black men, so if that's not you, you can keep scrolling. All right, babe, you deserve to feel safe. You deserve a partnership with an equally yoked partner that makes you feel loved unconditionally. You deserve to share your emotions with someone and not feel judged.
So you saw the young lady speaking the positive affirmations, and I'm going to shout out Courtney Michelle. Actually, I actually watched her stream on this video, and it was a really good stream. I got it. Kudos to her. And I didn't really have any intentions of talking about it, but it popped up in my Facebook feed, and I noticed the guy who's making the lecture, and I couldn't resist. So continuing.
Have anxiety. You deserve to be able to walk out that door and not be afraid for your life. I love you. You deserve the best of everything. You're an absolute king.
Okay, now, so what she basically did was she did the pick me thing where, you know, I'm going to give guys what they want, because in the dating marketplace, if guys don't get what they want, they're not going to choose you. And we are seeing that. Now notice the reaction.
I'm closing my eyes. I hear this nice voice saying these great words. Her words are amazing. Her words are amazing. And as I got my eyes closed, I think this is a mother talking to her son. But then when I open my eyes, my good eye, this is not a mother talking to her son. This is, I guess, a Black woman, how she would talk to her man. This is very problematic because oftentimes Black women have a way of talking to Black men like this. And this is what creates a mother-son dynamic in Black relationships. Black men are not babies.
Now he's saying that basically what she was saying is just is a mother is sunning Black men, right? That's not loving Black men. Black men are basically need to, you know, he'll get into that later, but he's basically saying that for women that are, you know, quote unquote pick-me's, when they talk to Black men like that, they're basically treating them like their sons. That's his argument.
You can't baby Black men. They either gonna sink or swim. You gotta push them out the nest. Frederick Douglass didn't need to be talked to like this. Marcus Garvey didn't need to be talked to like this. Paul Robeson didn't need to be talked to like this. The greatest Black men that ever lived, that produced at a high level, that persevered through major adversity, they didn't need to be talked to like this.
Okay, now, I don't know if I'm going to make it all through this video because, I mean, quite frankly, I think the point's already been made. But look, if you cannot tell me that Coretta Scott King did not speak to Martin Luther King some days when he came home, he had a rough day, like, what did you produce today, man? Like, she didn't do that. Come on. Same with, I don't know Frederick Douglass, if he was married or not, but I mean, men that you know, that did great things in history, they can't come home to ruckus and being tested by their wife after they have been tested, you know, out and about during the day. Continuing.
They seen what was up against them and they attacked it head on. Was every day perfect? No. Did they bleed? Yes. Did many of them suffer? Yes. But that's just part of the hero's journey. This is very, very, very problematic because what this shows is that a large portion of Black men are in arrested development, meaning that we're 6'4", we're 6'5". We got these beards and these deep voices. We're a physical presence, but on the inside, we're a child. We have the appearance of being physically dominant, but when it comes to emotionally and mentally, we need to be held like little babies. This kind of language is for the babies, because if you talk to the men like this, then what do you have for the babies, for their well-being and their nurturing? Okay.
All right, now I'm gonna stop it right there. I want to show you some pictures right quick. Do you think that in any other demographic, the Japanese demographic, this is a Japanese couple here, right? Or what about the Indian demographic here, right? Or how about the this is a South American demographic, right? Do you think that they're having conversations about don't talk nice and sweet and encourage your man because you got to push him out the nest? Look, I'm going to probably say this 2-3 times before I finish the stream, but look, if you can't say something positive to me when I get home, what the bleep do I need you for? Seriously. Like, I can come home by myself and not get negativity. But this idea that you can't speak positive words to a guy who's been out hustling all day is sunning him. It is cutting the knees up from underneath him. And then you got single Tanya TKO cheering this on as if some man from another culture is going to come and wife her up. And this is not about feelings. This is about the relationship marketplace. Okay, we're gonna get to that later, but this is not about this young black men need to be stronger. That's not what this is about. Continuing.
There's other ways that you can nurture a man, but this ain't it. Okay, the ways that you can nurture a man is reflecting the accomplishments already, the achievement. You have to achieve first, yo. You have to come through the door with something first, yo.
Yes.
You have to be something.
All right. Now, I've spoken about this in some of my the earliest videos I did. I know guys who are trash collectors, guys who are school teachers, guys who drive buses, guys who are taxi drivers, people who deliver newspapers, and they have devoted wives. Now, these people are talking about you got to move Mount Everest before you can get some love from somebody. Okay, keep thinking that, because there are people that are sweeping streets and they're policemen and they're delivering mail and they're delivering newspapers. And some of these guys are going home to dutiful wives that are happy to see them. Now, if you got to accomplish something great to get love in the black community, you already see what's going to happen. But anyways, continuing.
You have to be on your way. You can't be just sitting on the couch. You can't be doing nothing. You can't be in a victim mindset. You can't be on your knees. You can't be not trying, because then what are you going to have?
Whoa. Hold on. There's a big leap there. There's a big leap between accomplishing something. Going to work is not necessarily accomplishment, but it's something that you got to do, right? That's a big leap between that and sitting on the sofa all day. If a dude's sitting on the sofa all day, I don't get that connection there. I'm not sure how he went from you got to accomplish something to you got to get off the couch.
For the men that are doing, it's men that are doing that need energy. It's men that are moving forward that need attention. So much attention goes to broken people that ain't never gonna be anything, and that's at the children's expense. When I have my eyes closed, I was like, wow, this is amazing. But she's not talking to a child. She's talking to a man. And this language right here will keep the black man underdeveloped when compared to the rest of the men in the world. The rest of men in the world don't need this. They just need a...
Okay, again, this is not about me reacting to Tanya TKO catching the Holy Ghost because a guy is telling her that if a black man needs a woman to say positive affirmations to him, that he's not a real man. This is not about this part of it. This is, to be honest with you, it's too late for that. What this is about is if y'all don't, whoever I'm talking to, the ladies that listen to Tiny TKO, if y'all don't see what's happening with this passport bro movement, the last thing y'all need to do is stand in your square and say you don't deserve for a woman to talk nice to you. I think that's like you're daring someone who's already walking out the door. This is the wrong play here, fellas. This ain't it. Whoever's listening to Tiny TKO, this ain't it. This ain't it.
So I say black women, save this language for the babies. In fact, maybe it's time for black men to minister to each other instead of the women. Maybe the women are in the way. Maybe.
Woo! I'm sorry, I just had to get up and shout. I couldn't hold it in anymore. This right here, he did the damn thing. He talked about it in a way that it needed to be spoken about. And people over there talking about his appearance, talking about his face tattoo, I actually like the fact that he has this appearance. Because if he were effeminate, right? If he were effeminate or anything less...
All right, so I don't need much more of that because we pretty much know where she's going to go with it. But look, this is not about what black men are supposed to want. This is not about black men being weak or effeminate or whatever. You have a select group of men who are getting passports and they're getting ready to go other places to look for young ladies. Now, if you're going to stand in the interest of the store and say, how dare you go to another store to get what you want, then the guys are just going to chuck deuces and say, well, you don't have what I want. I don't understand how you get on this kind of a track or this direction, but this ain't it. This is about relationship capitalism. And if this young lady is going to be a quote unquote pick me, the young lady in the blue, if she's going to say things like,
this is my daily affirmation for black men, so if that's not you, you can keep scrolling. All right, babe, you deserve to feel safe. You deserve a partnership with an equally yoked partner that makes you feel loved unconditionally. You deserve to share your emotions with someone and not feel judged. You deserved a soft love, an unconditional love, a happy.
Now, okay, so most black guys, most black men will listen to what she's saying and says, yeah, I could work with that. But now you're going to get, listen to a little bit longer.
You deserve to not have to live through those trauma cycles anymore. You deserve to not have anxiety. You deserve to be able to walk out that door and not be afraid for your life. I love you. You deserve the best of everything. You're an absolute king.
Now,
I'm closing my eyes.
Now we get a black man and then we get a black woman who are basically saying, how dare you want that? Again, do you think that any other culture is having this conversation with their men? They want to feel comfortable. They want to get a soft love. They want to have their emotions validated. They want to come home to someone that's soft and sweet to them. And to basically in a community where you have a group of guys who are getting passports and leaving because all of this complaining is about the people that are being picked, and instead of the people who are leaving who aren't being picked, it's like fiddling on the Titanic. I don't get it. This is not about feelings. This is not about, if you want a black man, you better give him what he wants. That simple. Because there's going to be somebody somewhere else who's going to give it to him. He wants to be talked to nicely. He wants to be cooked for. He wants someone that's going to say sweet nothings to him before he walks out to work. You're not going to do it. You're going to dare. You're going to say, oh, you needing that means that you're like a little boy to a mother. Okay, cool. Deuces. Let's go look somewhere else. And then it's just going to be a whole bunch of people saying, oh, well, you ain't no real man. Do you think Generation X is the last group of men who are going to care about people saying, black people saying you ain't no real man? Gen X is the last people going to care. After you get past us, you get some people in the corner that are saying you ain't no real man, you don't care about the black community. They're going to look at you with their eyes like, what black community? What community is done for us, for me? This ain't it. So I don't know who's listening to Tiny TKO. I just wanted to highlight this because we have this level of delusion going on in the black community that's got us off course. It looks like if a woman happens to come across this video and people will call you a pick me, if you get the guy that you want, you win. And if you don't get the guy you want, it's because you didn't do what the guy you wanted needed. That's all it's about. You can shame black men all you want. You can call them little boys all you want. You can do all of that stuff. But at the end of the day, you're going to look around in 10 years and you're going to see a whole bunch of brothers walking around with Africans, Latinas, Southeast Asians, whatever. And people going to be saying, well, he ain't no real man, when it's not going to even matter no more. That's it. Y'all better shape up, because it's about how many million passport bros? 1 or 2 million? Maybe 500,000, 300,000? You better come get them, because they ain't gonna be on the shelf much longer. Anyways, with that, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll catch you guys next video. Take care, guys.